What's the vibes, man? What is the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy One, the number one. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Best. That's the channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you're on. If you're watching on YouTube, like I said, make sure you sub to the channel. But most importantly, man, if you want all the plays when they drop, sub to the Cat Collective Discord. The link is in the description of the video, in the bio of my Twitter page. All right, big vibes. Yeah, man, early with it. Appreciate it, Fabrice, man. I'm late, but early with it. Shout out to VB and Tosh. Veronica, definitely queen of the channel. And Tosh for taking care of business as well as Fee locking in. Yeah, she locked in last night. Quick recap. Decent show. Only 1.67 units last night. Not gonna complain, but my goodness, man. My goodness. It's like you gotta play the props for 3 quarters now. It's starting to remind me of the NBA. And I guess it is a good warm-up from the NBA that starts in about a month here. Because that's literally like you have to, your ass better any game could be a blowout. So you better play your prop thinking that shit can cash in 3 quarters for real. Because last night I gave you guys, I think Sabrina says that wasn't probably gonna hit regardless. VB her threes, and that was a nice cash out. And then Fee top point scorer. So yeah, ended up being a good day overall. Hit a couple blunt money bets. I ended up laddering VB just up to 3, just because the volume I thought would be there, and it really wasn't. But hey, she did her thing, so that was that. Yeah, Liberty definitely got belt the ass, man. Sabrina was hooping like there wasn't nothing on the line. That game tomorrow is gonna be very interesting, very interesting. So, because Stewie did not look good at all. But yeah, let's get to it, man. We're gonna knock I'm gonna knock the WNBA out, and then got a couple lays for y'all in the NFL. Yo, okay, yeah. For some reason it lost. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was crazy. Uh, Hopefully we good. But yeah, um, first of all, she's getting into the lane at will. Second of all, she's at home. You would think she gets some sort of a whistle. Third of all, I know she's super frustrated because her lack of a whistle and her lack of missing shots. And last of all, her and the crowd got into it. Now, from what I've seen, it it really wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing like the crowd just the dude said something I would say. He said it even more polite. He was just like, lock in, Lexi. She frustrated. She don't want to play no more. You're just talking shit. That's what you say. Like, oh yeah, damn, done. You done took her heart. She done. And then they said Alicia Gray, the one who crashed out on the fan, and then they escorted him out. But they brought him back, they said, and that's just a couple posts I read saying the same thing that made me believe that was true. But either way, I'm pretty sure Alicia Gray, like, I the whole game I was watching her, I'm like, yeah, next game, she's not missing all them layups. I wrote at halftime she fell on the floor like 8 or 9 times without a call, and then she fell on the floor like 10 more times after that. She's gonna get calls this game. She's gonna actually make shots, make layups this game, and she might go for 25. I ain't ladder her up that high. I mean, not personally, but I did. I'll give y'all a ladder play. But yeah, absolutely love Alicia Gray tonight. I'm so close to taking her 20 points at plus 200, but I'm gonna chill. But yeah, I think she goes crazy tonight. So I took her for a unit. I also took Kelsey Mitchell over 19.5 points for 0.75 units. Super risky. And a lot of these props are risky. I didn't want to, and the rest of my plays are half unit plays. I didn't want to go too crazy because, These games could go a few ways. Obviously, it could be blowouts. Both of these teams are upset clearly at their performance for one reason or another. One team got blown out and felt like they got an awful whistle. The other team felt like they blew it. So you could get belt the ass in one or two of these games tonight. So that's why these props are tough. Also, it's game 7 for the most part. Generally, game 7s are unders, not as much scoring. Okay. But with that being said, I gotta continue to play Kelsey Mitchell for the same reason I told you guys I was playing her in game 1, the same reason I said I was playing her in game 2. It's not necessarily even about what Atlanta does defensively. I know they defended 3 well. She just lit them up from 3. I know they got Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray out there, but they don't defend the pick and roll overall well. And Kelsey Mitchell gonna get where Kelsey Mitchell get to. And she's been doing it all season. It's her like best year ever. And I think she scored more points than anybody ever in a Fever uniform this season. I'm going back her in the game 1. I'm gonna back her in a game that's back to the wall. I'm gonna back her in another game that's back to the wall. So 0.75 units, all right. Got a half unit actually I have a full unit SGP. Love this, and I'll leave it there. That's 2.75 units. Love this SGP minus 123. And this will transition us into the 5-day 5K. Asia Wilson, 20 points. Nalissa Smith, 4 rebounds. Aces money line. Nalissa Smith grabbing boards just because of her matchup. I mean, she's a good rebounder in general, but she's getting the minutes. She has a nice matchup. I don't see why they'll take her off the floor. I like her 6 rebounds at minus 155 or whatever it is, minus 145. But instead, I just said I'll just do it like this. I'll put her on this in the 5-day 5K for a unit. Obviously, Asia's heard the talk. She finished with 21. You would think she had 13 points, but I'm sure she's heard the talk. I don't think she's injured. I know she's heard the talk, and Fee just did what an MVP is supposed to do last night. Team was down, and Fee, Dejanay was big. Shout out to Dej. As soon as I seen her, I wasn't even talking about the threes. She had a block shot, hit a 3, came down, had another stop on defense, got the rebound. Then she, played all right. Had a couple drives to the basket off pump fake. She played really well last night, and she hurt. So outside of Fee and Kayla, everybody hoop. Shout out to my links. Everybody hoop. McBuckets hoop for real. Them beautiful floating ass layups. But Fee was on some MVP shit last night. When the game was 16-14, Fee was like, nope. Every time they would cut it to 10, and then the Valks would come down and hit a 3, Fee would come right back like, nope, we're gonna keep this shit within arm's reach. So I expect Asia to kind of go crazy tonight. I don't expect a double team. And we'll see. So Asia Wilson, 20 points, and Alyssa Smith, 4 rebounds, and the Aces money line for a unit minus 123 SGP. We're going to take that exact same SGP, and we're going to put Kelsey Mitchell 15 points, Alicia Gray 15 points with that, and it's a plus 226, and we're starting with day 2 today. Absolutely love this. Told you guys how much I love Alicia Gray points tonight. I think it's blowout proof. I won't be. If they had the first quarter, I'm sure they do. But I will take her first quarter points because they got to be 4.5. Nah, 3.5. Nah, probably 4.5 because it'd be funny. But yeah, I might even take her first basket. Are they gonna get the tip? Maybe I should watch I might look at the last 2 games and see who won the tip the last 2 games. Who should win the tip? It's Aaliyah Boston versus Bree Jones. Nah, I think Fever been winning them tips, regardless. So yeah, it's about a plus 226.6 units risk. Got a lot on the table today, and I ain't force it. I love all these plays. I kept plays off. I like Odyssey Sims under. I like Jordan Canada under. I kept plays off for real. But I really like the spots I played, so we're gonna shoot. And that's that. So Asia Wilson, 20 points. Nalissa Smith, 4 rebounds. Aces money line. Kelsey Mitchell, 15 points. Alicia Gray, 15 points. Day 1, 5-day 5K. See if we can do it in 4. We'll see what happens. All right. And I'll get to some blunt money best, and I'll knock out the comments in a minute, gang. Alicia Gray, NECA, ladder. So 20 for Alicia, 20 for NECA. But I did this on DraftKings and I used my boost. So I did Atlanta money line, Alicia Gray 20, Aces money line, NECA 20, and then I put the boost on it. So, and I risk 0.2 units on it. And with the boost, it's a plus 12, 16. So instead of just doing NECA and Alicia Gray each to score 20, which is a plus 900, which I couldn't talk you off of, I added the money lines to it. I'm sorry, it was like a plus 600, like a plus 600, plus 700. Couldn't talk you off. I just added the two money lines to the favorites tonight. Even though I told y'all last game I like the Fever, I won't be surprised if the Fever won. I won't be surprised because Atlanta's so dependent on the three. When you're that dependent on the three, but maybe they go inside a little more. We'll see. But yeah, Atlanta money line, Alicia Gray 20 points, NECA 20 points, Aces money line, 0.2 units risk, 935 without the boost, plus 12, 16 with the boost, 0.2 units on that. I also played them each to score 25 for a tenth of a unit, and that's plus 5,000 pretty much, 48.20. So NECA, Alicia Gray 25 and 20. 0.3 units risk overall. And last but not least, I got a separate and together in the cord, but I'll leave you guys with my ESPN boost. 0.2 units risk on this. Jordan Canada under 11.5 points. Aaliyah Boston under 15.5 points. NECA Ogumake over 7.5 rebounds. Jewel Lloyd 10 points. Jewel 10 points every time she's played this team this season. Maybe with the exception of one game, but I'm pretty sure it's every game. NECA, same with her rebounds. Jordan Canada under 11.5 points. I think JC could pop out and have 10 tops. Maybe she kills us with 12. But again, this is an Alicia Gray bounce back. This is even a Ryan. I mean, Ryan didn't play well either. But just Alicia Gray was just so pissed, like, yo, I think she gonna come out on timing. So with that being said, you got to get the ball on the Bree Jones. Like, she could, but I like her under. And on ESPN Bet, if you want to bet unders, that's the book to bet it because the points are so gassed. All right. So yeah. Go ahead and give me Aaliyah Boston under 15.5 points. AB could get crazy, but y'all know, last game of the season, I would love to bet on who I affectionately call Karl Anthony Towns with box spray. Shout out to AB. But yeah, I think in this last game, she could have a good game. I could see, 13, 10, and 5. I could see that. But I don't see her scoring damn near 20 tonight or even 16. So under 15.5 for Leah Boston, under 11.5 for Jordan Canada. And Bree Jones defends her decently. She's a little quick, but Bree Jones ain't going, clearly. NECA over her rebounds and Jewel Lloyd 10 points. That's a plus 862 with the boost on ESPN. That's 0.2 units risk on that. All right. So just a quick recap of the straight bets before we get to the questions. Shout out to the homie We Hit Those in the building. Shout out to the homie Torch in the building. Appreciate them sharing the stream. Always, y'all know the vibes, man. So up to the Cap Collective Discord, man. Y'all see what We Hit Those doing out here? I mean, y'all see what we all do out here. You know what I'm saying? You see what We Hit Those doing out here? They was talking about the plays. Hey, man, you tell who you want to tell. All I know is if a nigga talking about, nigga had 1,000 plays. Niggas up 30 units. Not bad sample size, so fuck it. I mean, that's not fuck it. Fuck logic. You know what I'm saying? Except for niggas losing bets, then till niggas start winning bets. Fuck that logic. And I already said, man, we gonna chill, man. I'm not gonna get on time because if I get on time, I'm not stopping. I promise you. I'm gonna go to the end. So somebody account gonna be gone, nigga. Dead ass. But yeah, man. Recap: Alicia Gray over 16.5 points. Kelsey Mitchell over 19.5 points. Pretty square there. Unit on the first one, 0.75 units on the second one. And last but not least, Oh yeah, the SGP, which is part of the 5-day 5K. Step one, Asia 20 points. Nalissa Smith. I don't know why I always want to call her Nalissa Thomas. Probably because of Alyssa Thomas. Nalissa Smith, 4 rebounds in the Aces money line minus 123. Nice little SGP for a unit. All right, let's go 3-0. Pretty good day yesterday on stream. Let's keep it moving. I mean, yesterday should have been a sombrero dream day. I wouldn't have worn a sombrero. I'm not really in the best spirits, but I would have saved it for another day. But yeah, yesterday should have definitely been sombrero dream day. It's so crazy how it's just so crazy, man. All right, man, but let's do it before we get to these NFL lays. I got 2 NFL lays for y'all. Van Negro Jones. Zandalazini sold me on that last shot. Laddered her points to 15. Ooh. Yo, Veronica Burton balled last night. VB had what? 8, 9 assists too? Because I know a lot of people was on her assist last night, so she cashed out. We got to get back to the point in this space where we good with like plus 250s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we always want to hit the monsters. And I was tight. Natasha Cloud got all that time and didn't take another 3. Like, they left her in at the game. We should have hit that plus 3,000 on the timeline. They kept her in the game longer than any other starter, and she wouldn't shoot. Damn, Tosh, let that thing go. Also had her 10 points. I digress. Caught links plus 140 at halftime. Felt like a setup from jump. Yeah, I actually put Veronica Burton's 3 assists. Links were down like 14 in the second quarter, 12 in the second quarter. I put and I just gave it to the court. But I gave out Links money line with Veronica Burton 6 assists. We cashed that out. P in the building was good. Pushing P. What y'all on tonight though? Y'all let me know what y'all on. Fabrice said, "Nah, I'm good." Yeah, I don't know what happened with my mic. Well, I do know what happened. I think I have a short. Well, I don't have a short. In my oh goodness. But yeah, when I went on vacation last time, like I had my mic and I think I bent my thing. Pause. I'm talking about bent my my cord. Anderson, Dream, Morning and Blessings. Ryan Howard game. I gotta go Alicia, but it can be both. And oftentimes it's both. Ryan Howard did not shoot a lot of threes last game. She always taking 10 threes a game. I think she shot 4 threes. That 3 line is still out there at 2.5. So I'm not opposed to taking her threes and Alicia Gray points. Not opposed, especially me. I don't trust Bree Jones to get 15. She can get 12. I don't know about 15. And the same thing with JC. I like her under as well. So, and sooner or later we're gonna get a Nas Hillman game, right? I don't think Nas Hillman did shit this series. Hold on, let me check real quick. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you're on. Let me get a heart and a retweet if you're watching on Twitter. Heart and retweet. Let me get a like and a sub to Blunt Money Bets on YouTube. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, nah, she balling. Shout out to Nas, my fault. 7 and 9 rebounds, 16 to 8 points. She doing her thing as a glue girl. That's her job. 3 Janae was big for us last night. You putting Gray for 15 points for the unit? Nah, I took her 16.5. You talking about Alicia. Chelsea Gray, I couldn't talk you off Chelsea Gray tonight either. She always played big in elimination games. Always. I might ladder her to like 20 tonight. Just on the humbug. She always plays big in elimination games. That's what she's known for. We like Malanga rebounds. Yes, we like Malanga everything. We like Dom Malanga everything. Okay, because once they down by 27 points, I can see Dom in there. I can see them leaving Dom in there, and they probably gonna be down 27 sometime in the third quarter. No, I'm joking. But even if it's a blowout, I think we get closing with Dom if it's close finally. But if it's not close, I still think that she's going to play up until, I'm talking about this a nasty blowout. They're not going to let her play the whole fourth quarter because they're like, this is our future. This is our Wemby. So we ain't going to leave your ass out here to get injured. But they not going, I see them sitting NECA, sitting Skylar, and letting Dom run for 3 minutes, 4 minutes more. So yeah, she's got a double-double both games this series. Her points and rebound line has gone from, I think, 14.5 to 17.5, 16.5. But yep, the Y, yeah, We on Dom tonight. Asia gonna be putting belt to ass though. I'm telling y'all. Asia be. I'm sure she read was what everybody talking about. So hopefully Dom don't get in foul trouble. Let's pray for that. All right, because I know Asia is gonna be attacking her ass, and we have seen Dom do some weird stuff. Yeah, I'm with you, Premium Poppy. I'm with you with that JC under 11 and a half. I like that. Torching the building, the homie. Carthy, yeah, she cuz both number one picks, both used to, and I named her that when she used to smoke all my lays and all my plays with foul trouble. Like when CC first went out, I mean I was heavy on her, and literally she was like getting 3 fouls in the first half, 2 fouls in the first quarter every game. I'm like, yo, she look at it. Look at when CC went out. She was getting at least 4 to 6 fouls every game. It was frying me. I'm like, yo, this Karl Anthony Towns right here. Number one pick, talented as hell, gonna get in foul trouble, commit dumbass fouls. She just got box braids or micro braids. It's only different. All week should be sombrero week. We in Hispanic Heritage Month. And Tuesday, Mexico celebrated their independence game. Shout out to my Latinos and Latinas. Shout out. Yeah, I gotta win some units. I think I've been sombrero dream this month. I gotta look at the spreadsheet. I'm down 7 units so far this month. Not my best work. But we gonna finish in the green. Believe that. Believe that. Lonnie shared the stream. Anderson, what do you think of that total Atlanta game? What do you think of that total Atlanta game? Think first two went under. I'm always gonna like the under. Now I'm interested in seeing the line movement, but I would always lean under. It started at 156, is at 153. It's not too crazy, but this is like a game 7 to me. These are game 7 environments, so generally the defense be up there, especially. And I honestly, as much as y'all know, I'll be talking crazy about Seattle. I could see them getting blown out, but I do feel like these spreads of 8 and 7.5. I don't know if Vegas trying to tell us something, but those seem crazy for elimination games, especially for the Fever. Like the Fever's a good team. We know with CC they'd be favored this series, but that's a good team right there. I know they banged up, but that's a good team. Aerial Powers, and I think she used to play for Atlanta. So yeah, I would lean Fever with the points, and I would lean under in both of these games just because it's game 7 vibes for sure. I was thinking about taking Atlanta first quarter. 2.5 is a little too much for me. 2, I could see. They've started both games, I think, bad in the first quarter. But yeah. Van said ballers ball out parlay. Alicia PRA, Asia PRA. I like that. Alicia Gray will get on them boards, and who knows who's gonna get the assists. Will anybody here be surprised if she get 5 assists, or Ryan get 5 assists, or JC get 5 or 6 assists? You never know who. So I like that. All right, let's get to the NFL. Got a couple plays for y'all in the NFL, man. Y'all know, and we've been doing all right so far. Actually, no. Oh no, yeah. Shout out to JJ McCarthy. Yeah, we actually up in the NFL season, barely. I'm gonna have to double check, but I was gonna say we down a few units, but nah, I forgot we at that plus 270, whatever it was, and they was like, plus 4,000. Chill out something. So yeah, but with that being said, I'm not an NFL capper like that. I'm not gonna say I'm not an NFL capper, but it's my worst sport. I'm pretty good at it, but it's my worst sport. This year, I haven't played one straight bet. Maybe I'll play one live and hit it, but I'm just picking my spots this year with the NFL, just taking advantage of boost and, keeping the plays low. And it's been working so far. Sundays could be better so far, but we've been feasting on Monday night games, Thursday night games. So hopefully that continues and Sunday picks it up. We did decently last Sunday, but could have did better. But yeah, this is a lay that I think is correlated, 0.15 units. Dolphins, Bills, 50% boost. Well, I don't know why they gave me 100% minimum bet. Like, who the fuck do they think I am? $100 to get a ghost lay? Nigga, I can't remember the last time I put $100 on a parlay to begin with, besides these 5-day 5Ks. Nigga, they know I put 10 to 30 is a lot for me on a parlay. And I'm like, y'all can keep that. I'm like, about to do all that. What the hell wrong with these people? Scheming out here. But yeah, I mean, yeah, NBA is my best sport. Oh yeah. I'm fiending. I'm fiending. Oh my god. NBA is my best sport. Easily. Um, if people know what's good for them, just get a ball to Kelsey, AB in the paint, and Sims on the perimeter every time they do it from this, they look lost. Yeah, we'll see. I know, man. I know one thing. That game gonna be physical tonight because Atlanta gonna match that physicality, and the refs better let them play. Don't come out here calling soft fouls after you ain't calling no fouls in game two. Just let them play, and if so, gonna be a good game. But yeah, Josh Allen. I think this is a correlated lay. 0.15 units risk, 50% fan DraftKings boost plus 1200 0.15 units risk. Josh Allen under his 271 yards passing and rushing. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think he can have a strong game in one, strong game in the other, or maybe he could be going crazy in the first half. But if you bet enough quarterback props, you know it's nothing for one of these niggas, especially with a 2-possession lead, to throw for 30 yards in a quarter or less. It's nothing. It's nothing. In Miami, everybody talking about their coach being fired. Excuse me. Last game was their game to save his job for a few more weeks. That was last game. They probably ain't fire him because it was a short week. Now, get rid of you. New coach got a whole week and a half to start implementing his, he need longer, but that's better than a week. Much better than a week. So I think he getting his walking papers after they lose by about 24 points on national TV tonight. And if they lose by 24 points on national TV tonight, it ain't gonna be too much Josh Allen. We ain't gonna be too much running. If we up 17 in the third quarter, it ain't gonna be too much of that. All right, it ain't gonna be too much of you being in the game if we up 20 in the fourth quarter. You probably see that, or if so, it's gonna be a lot of handing the ball off. So I like his under 271 and a half passing and rushing. Dalton Kincaid, 25 yards receiving. I gotta play with all the receivers in it. So this is the one with Dalton. I got another play with Keon. I actually like Shakir under receptions. I feel like 5 is a lot, but I could be wrong there because Miami's ass. But that's what it is. But I just took Dalton Kincaid in this one. Ray Davis, 25 yards rushing. Again, if this is gonna be a blowout, it's gonna be a lot of Ray Davis. Not a lot, but it'll be a fairly good amount of Ray Davis and a fairly good amount of Ty Johnson. And Ray Davis, I'm pretty sure everybody took him. But Ray Davis is who I took my touchdown promotion with, just assuming that he'll get the last touchdown of the game in a blowout scenario. All right. So yeah, Ray Davis, Buffalo running back, 25 yards rushing. Dalton Kincaid, 25 yards receiving. Josh Allen under 271 yards passing and rushing. And the Bills minus 9.5. So the Bills to win by double digits. All these guys to do that. Plus 800 without the boost, plus obviously plus 1200 with the boost, 0.15 units risk. I give you guys my touchdown play, and then I'll give you guys my first quarter lay. Got a 50% boost in the course. Sub to the Cap Collective Discord. You win all the plays as soon as they drop. Link is in the description of the video and the bio of my Twitter page and the vibes. Yeah, this is the first quarter lay. This first quarter is based off of hopefully Miami win the toss and they defer, because these are highly, to me, like you want 2 possessions. You want 2 possessions and you don't want 3 and outs. If that makes any sense. You want as many possessions without 3 and outs. So, scoring possessions, or at least you want each team to get a few first downs each possession, and best case scenario, each of them get 2. But hopefully one has a long drive. The other team comes out, has a decent drive, then the other one, But long story short, when I do these, I don't shoot for the moon too much because, again, it's just limited possessions. And if one team has a long drive, you could be fucked. With that being said, Josh Allen, 45 yards passing in the first quarter. I think he starts fast and in slow. Pause. Khalil Shakir, 5 yards receiving. I think he gets a little third down. And I just can't, like, I saw 5 receptions. I'm like, wow, he must be getting 3 or 4 of those in the first half. But yeah, I'll take Shakir to get a catch in the first quarter. Same thing with A-Chain. I see his receptions and his receiving yards are very popular today. I can see him getting a screen. Tyreek Hill, same shit. 5 yards receiving in the first quarter. And last but not least, James Cook to get 10 yards rushing. Now, the way this is set up, Bills get one long drive. I think both of these can happen on that. Well, I think all three of these Bills props can happen on that long drive. Long drive being 5 to 6 minutes. Josh Allen, if it's they get the ball at the 40, whatever, 60-yard drive, he can get 30 to 40, maybe even 45 yards on that one drive, but he'll get the ball again, But yeah, I think he can get 45 yards fairly easily in the first quarter. Shakir, whatever. If they're gonna have a couple long drives or at least one long drive, I think he's nice little third down receiver, 3rd and 4, second and 7. I think he gets busy on one of those downs and gets a nice little, maybe a 10-yard reception. But I think if he gets a catch, it'll be 5 yards. James Cook, I don't think we're going to see much of a Miami resistance tonight on defense. His first carry may go for 10 yards, honestly. So, like that. And as far as A-Chain and Tyreek Hill, each to have 5 receiving yards in the first quarter, I foresee 1 3 and out. Hopefully not. But I do foresee a 3 and out from Miami in the first quarter. All right. One of these can happen during that 3 and out. But I do think they put a nice little drive together in the first quarter. Whether or not they score or not, we'll see. So A-Chain, Tyreek Hill, 5 receiving yards apiece, 10 rushing yards for James Cook, 5 yards receiving for Shakir, whatever, and 45 yards passing for Josh Allen, plus 696.15 units. Wrist on that. Ladies and gentlemen, them the blunt money bets, all right? Man. A-Chain touchdown. Tyreek 80 yards. Cook 80 yards. Rushing receiving 1,200. I like that. Wow. That's 1,200? Wow. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Tariq, but he could get busy. He can get busy tonight. But all right, gang. Do me a favor. Hit that like button on the way out. I already recapped the WNBA plays, but I will one more time. I'm on Alicia Gray points for a unit, 16.5. I'm on Kelsey Mitchell points over 19.5 for 0.75 units. And I also got an SGP Asia 20, Melissa Smith, 4 rebounds and aces money line minus 123 on FanDuel. I played that for a unit as well. All right. Anything else you need? Join the Cap Collector Discord. Peep the timeline. Link is in the description of the video in the bio on my Twitter page. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dreamy1 and number 1. Sub to the YouTube channel, Blunt Money Bets. That's the channel you watching right here. Greatly appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with me. Hopefully you found the stream informative, maybe a little entertaining. All right. But yeah, you know the vibes. Get to this cash, man. We got to have it.